Marcus Smart and Kristaps Porzingis were traded to the Grizzlies and Celtics, respectively. Another important player is reportedly on the verge of leaving the Washington Wizards as the off-season of transition continues. According to numerous sources, the Boston Celtics will receive the forward Kristaps Porzingis as part of a three-team transaction. According to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN, Porzingis decided to opt into his contract before being traded to Boston. Tyus Jones from the Memphis Grizzlies and Danilo Gallinari and Mike Muscala from the Celtics would be given to the Washington Wizards as part of the trade. The Grizzlies would get Marcus Smart from the Celtics in exchange for sending them their 25th overall pick in this year's draft and a first-round pick in 2024 via the Golden State Warriors. In 32.6 minutes per game during the previous season, Porzingis averaged 23.2 points, 8.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 1.5 blocks. After a series of injuries robbed him of consistency over the previous 3 seasons, he participated in 65 games, his most since a 66-game run with the New York Knicks in 2016-17, and was healthy. After a day in which Porzingis was purportedly going to the Celtics via a trade involving the LA Clippers and Wizards, the deal with Boston came to an end. Malcolm Brogdon would have gone to the Los Angeles Clippers. The Wizards would have received the 30th overall pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, and Porzingis would have gone to the Boston Celtics in that rumored transaction. As soon as those negotiations broke down, Boston turned to its agreement with Memphis. Porzingis joins his 4th NBA franchise in Boston. He was selected by New York with the 4th overall choice in the 2015 draft, and after 3 seasons with the Knicks, he was dealt to Dallas just before the trade deadline of that year, while still recovering from knee surgery. He was acquired by the Wizards from Dallas 16 months ago. In addition to Brogdon, all NBA players Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, shot blocking center Robert Williams, seasoned big man Al Horford, and others, Porzingis will join a solid Boston core. The rookie extension that began last season for the 24-year-old Tatum is still in effect for the next 2 seasons. It won't be until the summer of 2024 that he becomes qualified for a Supermax extension. It would begin in 2025 or 2026 and have a potential value of more than $300 million. Due to his selection to the All-NBA second team this season, Brown, 26, is eligible for a new contract this offseason and may receive a 5-year extension worth up to $295 million. The front line for the Celtics for the upcoming season is already a little thin. Grant Williams, a defensive specialist, underwent surgery to repair a ruptured ligament in his left hand during the summer. Due to his restricted free agent status, he might leave this summer. Throughout the regular season, he averaged a career high in minutes, 24.9 points, 8.1, and rebounds, 4.6. But as he drifted in and out of the rotation throughout the playoffs, each of those numbers decreased. The 29-year-old Smart spent his entire 9-year NBA career with the Celtics, where he developed a reputation for tough defense and fearless leadership. He won 3 NBA Hustle Awards, 19, 22, 23, 2 All-Defensive First Team Awards, 1920, and the 2022 Kia Defensive Player of the Year Award. He was the Celtics player with the longest stay, and his career totals of 2,700 assists and 911 three-pointers place him 4th on the team's rankings. The top 2 prospects to replace Smart for the Celtics following his departure are Derek White and Brogdon, the current Kia Sixth Man of the Year. He shot a career-high 41.5% from the field and 33.6% from outside the arc, while averaging 11.5 PG and 6.3 APG last season. He provides the Grizzlies with a solid hand to handle the point during Ja Morant's season, opening minimum 25-game ban. He also offers playoff experience to the Grizzlies, who despite placing second in the West the previous 2 seasons haven't been able to win a single playoff series. One of the top backups in the league is Jones, who is 27. In the 2022-23 season, he put forth a career-best performance, hitting new highs in points, 10.3, assists, 5.2, and minutes, 24.3, over 80 games. The transfer to rebuilding Washington gives him the chance to demonstrate that he is qualified for a key position. Only a few days have passed since Porzingis reportedly agreed to a blockbuster trade with the Boston Celtics in which former All-Star guard Bradley Beal will be sent to the Washington Wizards. In that rumored trade, the Wizards reportedly received Chris Paul, a former All-Star guard, back along with Landry Shamet, Isaiah Todd, and a number of second-round selection picks in the future. Kyle Kuzma, a forward with the Wizards, is also said to have chosen to leave his contract early this week and may do so through free agency. Corey Kispert, Deni Avdija, and Daniel Gafford make up the Wizards' front court right now, and Gallinari joins them despite missing all of last season due to injury. With the Atlanta Hawks in 2021-22, Gallinari averaged 11.7 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game, and 1.5 assists per game. Muscala, who averaged 5.9 points and 3.4 rebounds per game in 20 games for the Oklahoma City Thunder previous season, was traded to the Boston Celtics at the trade deadline. In the playoffs, he was, however, no longer part of Boston's lineup. Mid-April saw the departure of Washington's general manager Tommy Shepard as the team failed to qualify for the playoffs in the AT&T play-in tournament. A month later, the organization signed Michael Winger, a former Clippers general manager, to be Monumental Basketball's president. The Wizards, who haven't reached the second round since 2016-17 and last won an NBA title in 1978, missed the playoffs the last 2 years with records of 35-47. In the 2023 NBA, Washington will now have 4 picks, 8, 35, 42, and 57.